Let him know where you heard it first. In fact, if you want to get to know a little bit more about Phyllis Driller, you can catch him on Honest Conversations with Mr. Carter immediately after this show. I highly recommend you check it out. It's always a good time. The fact that it comes on right after my stream is so crazy because I always have to take like a second after the stream to decompress because I just work straight through and then I do the stream, so it's like a 12-hour day, and so I need to decompress, so I always like miss a little bit of Graham's stream, but I always come back around and watch the rest of it. But I say all that to say I won't be in the chat right at the beginning, but I will be in the chat. Make sure you follow and sub to Graham C and Honest Conversations with Mr. Carter, and then stay all the way to the end if you can to watch. He has a very huge announcement, and I will be syndicating that announcement tomorrow. So make sure you check that out. I keep talking about this. Child support thing. And I didn't want to forget it, so let me pull it up. And I just want to get your guys' opinion on this, a specific part of it too. I don't want an opinion on the whole thing, but this is coming from Dilemma of the Day. Shout out to Rico, and not Rico and Mambo, just Mambo. I don't know Rico. Shout out to Mambo in the morning. And I don't have any kids, yo, so I don't have a dog in this fight. But I know people in this chat have kids. I know some of these people in the chat might be paying child support. So I just want to get your thoughts on this. How am I supposed to do this? Oh, how am I supposed to do this? Oh, yeah. Oh, can you do pictures? Can you do pictures? Oh, can you do pictures? Has to be a PDF. Am I rapping on beat or does it sound off beat when I do that, y'all? Let me just read this to you then. So I'm not going to put it on screen. Fuck it. I'm just going to read it to you. But the Dilemma of the Day says, I've been paying child support since 2008. I've kept proof of paying her in the form of a check, but I couldn't get credit for it because I didn't pay child support in the memo section, even though it was the same amount every month. So basically this guy, he was paying child support, but he didn't write that it was specifically for child support in the memo. So the courts did not count that he was paying child support, because it did not specifically say for child support in the memo of the check. And so his baby mama reported the child support agents. She reported to the child support agency that he had not paid any child support at all since his daughter was born. And so the dilemma is, since the baby mama opened the case in June 16th of 2008, she closed it in September 23rd. So she opened the child support case on him, making him have to pay child support. But then they got back together. They started working it out. And so she closed the child support case, meaning he didn't have to pay child support anymore. But then as they started to work it out, it ended up not working out. It fell apart. And so because she didn't get to be in a relationship with him, she opened the child support case on him again. And then they started talking again, tried to make it work. And then she closed it again. And then that fell apart. And then she opened it again. The point to me is, the question is, do you guys think it's fair? Should there be some sort of limit to how many times a disgruntled parent can open and close a child support case on another parent, right? Like if you're trying to get back together and you're working it out and you want to close the child support case, cool. And then it doesn't work out and you want to open it again, cool. But then you get back together and you want to close it again, cool. After that third time, should you be allowed to open the child support case again? Or should you have a limit to how many times you can open the child support case? It just doesn't really seem fair, in my opinion, that someone's life can be toyed with based on the feelings of another person. But you guys let me know what you think. Black Truffle TV says, yep. As in, I think that means, yep, you agree that there should be a limit. Correct me if I'm wrong. 7 Record says you open and close once. I'd even be cool with, like, you can open a case, close a case, open a case, close it. I'd say twice. You can do 2 cycles. So you can open it twice, you can close it twice, but after that, no, you can't just open and close at will. And right now in California, specifically in Ventura County, I don't think there's a limit. You can just open and close at will. So if your baby mama's upset with you, she can just open and close child support cases at will. If your baby daddy's upset with you and you make more money than him, he could do the same thing to you. Should there be a limit on how many times a child support case can be opened and closed? It looks like the chat's consensus is yes, there should be a limit. Black Truffle TV says, how can the courts not see the history? It should be if it's open more than once. They can. That's the thing, Black Truffle TV. They can see it and they don't care, like, because they follow the law, and the law says you can open and close the case as many times as you want. So that's why I'm asking you, should there be a limit in place? Should the law be changed to put a limit in place so that way the law can't be toyed with like that? I also want to hear other arguments too. Like, if you think that it should be unlimited, let me know in the comments, let me know in the chat. I don't have a dog in this fight. I don't have any kids, but from the outside looking in, it does seem unfair that you can use that as a tool against somebody you're upset with. You know what I'm saying? So let me know in the comments what you think, because I'm really interested. Let's get into this time. It's time to